they were going to use the Priest as an opportunity to kill the EFC. So they would have the Priest guys, bubble, and then drop a Holy Fire and a Penance, because, as we all know, Priests do a ton of damage. And it's just like, it was one of their strategies they had to really differentiate themselves from the other teams. And of course, GSC, known as one of those teams that love to run, 2 healers or UA locks in mid, anything crazy like that. These guys maybe might be running a similar strategy, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, and Blueprint's known to be kind of an innovative player. He's known to kind of try new things and kind of not be afraid of just using something that isn't necessarily part of the meta or as the meta as we know it. And I think this is going to be evidence of that. And I'm curious that this is one of this. This is one thing that we're seeing right now, right off the bat, without them kind of getting into the game itself, right? But I'm curious to see what else they're going to be doing with their team itself, right? I'm sure that they have some kind of strategy otherwise to that they have up their sleeve, ready for a team like Jesus Christ Marie. I mean, these guys are just phenomenal in mid, and I mean they're a scary group, man, running that double hunter. So this should be interesting.
And that's a perfect point to bring up as well. This is a very, very neck and neck match. This is by far one of the most tightly round matches we're going to see here. This is on the same page as Waka Flocka Seagulls going up against Jesus Christ Marie or Skill Ratio Harvest. All of these are one of the matchups that are going to be pretty much down to the wire. And when we are looking to see these crazy strategies that we haven't seen come out, or individual plays, anything like that, just anything that's been prevented or held back until the actual Twink Cup, this is when it comes out. This is when everything is on the line. We're in the winner's bracket. Nobody wants to get drops in the first game on stream. This is going to be quite an explosive match, I gotta say.
Yeah, most definitely. This is going to be fun. So as we get on, teams going through the tunnels, getting speed boosts, hunters in combat. People are prepping. We're getting into mid, and man, this is going to be exciting. The FCs are beginning to cross as well.
Yep, Static Quo actually out of stealth for so much of his time around mid. That's so aggressive. Not going to be attacked at all by the opposing rogue. Ramtol is just going to go right into mid here. They might use him for an opening. On the flip side, Boomy is the first person getting charged onto the other rogue, that being a... I'm sorry, there is no other rogue actually here, so that's very, very interesting. That's going to be really easy for Static Quo to cross the field then.
I believe, and Rula is going to make his way up the tunnel right now. So Rula kind of taking the usual route that he likes to do. Asian Girl Swag, the hunter, the marksmanship hunter in mid, going down for Jesus Christ Marie. So mid pressure coming in by Guildnay Skydiving Crew. The BM also taking a ton of damage. Both shamans in the back, around 50% HP. The front line also suffering. Ramtol are going to go down. He's not going to last very long at all. The team at Guildnaeus is really pushing in right now. This could be huge in terms of getting their flag across.
This is the strength of GSC. These guys are monsters, and they're running that, mid composition. This is exactly where they should start getting their advantage. These guys are so good on their swaps, considered by many who are in the scene to feel that GSC does have the strongest mid comp in the entire tournament. And Static Quo will start to run all the way across the other side of the map. But, I do apologize. I didn't notice this right away. They don't have a rogue, so Rula's going to be pretty much safe to get all the way across, and that's okay if they lose mid a little bit. As long as their FC is safe, which it looks like he will be, their kill potential on an EFC is going to be much, much stronger than that of Jesus Christ, or than GSC's. Oh my God! Rula
exactly, and Rula just going to go down. Wow. They are not able to keep up with that. I mean, Rula obviously got across. GSC did not turn around immediately. They kind of waited for him to get to the ramp, and the Warrior just charged in. Crusader procs coming in, the rest of the team following close behind and just bringing him down. GSC just kind of having full control right now. And if I'm not completely mistaken, this should be a cap. I think Status Quo just being a little bit cautious here, moving up the tunnel. He's going to go for it. It looks like this is going to be a cap. Rula, I believe, has res, trying to cross right now, making it past the enemy healer hut, or his healer hut, sorry. But in stealth. So wow, one cap in. This is really amazing.
And crucially, their Haas on Ramtol actually does come into stealth as well. Ezraon's on him as well. They might get the kill here, but if he gets away, or if he gets a good res timer, then or they send somebody up to go pick the flag even. That could be really, really bad, considering that you know, their FC is already over there. If they pretty much committed 3 people to the other side of the map for no reason. There's no defense, and that means that GSC is going to have an easy time containing the rest of this Jesus Christ Marie team. They're going to send Rogue on that Boomy up to go pick that flag most likely, and you see Bates just all alone in that GY. That how do you feel about committing that early from Rula, and you know the fact that he actually did get chopped? Just such a good movement spread from GSC. You know,
I gotta be honest, I don't agree with it, man, and I see it a lot in pugs, and to be honest, whenever I go up against Rula, I do look for that, and he does tend to do that. I think it's kind of an aggressive play, and no doubt, you know, he knows. I think, you know, he's kind of an experienced flag carrier, and obviously he made sort of an aggressive decision here. And I think maybe that might have been a little bit of overconfidence, just purely off the fact that the enemy team might not have a rogue. But while all this is happening, I just want to highlight Static Quo is actually down right now. So the team of Jesus Christ Marie actually putting in some additional pressure in mid. Status Quo and EFC, the Priest, actually going to go down. So, you know, Jesus Christ Marie kind of coming back up, but Pseudo Wudo, the Shaman, down as well. So both teams are kind of locked into, it seems like a little bit of a stalemate right now. But this is kind of scary because Rula has made it to his team. No one has contested him, and I guess there's a good reason why. You know, not too much presence in mid, but GSC is going to get their flag carrier across as well, it looks like. So looks like this is going to be a bit of a stack match.
Yeah, and JCM finally pushing back here. They do get the handoff. That is, of course, over Static Quo. You know, it might be a little bit of overconfidence from Lil, but it also might be a little bit of nerves. We'll have to see how, in those very, very high, tense situations, high-pressure situations, which FC has got the experience and the quick thinking to make sure they displace in the right way, don't make any mistakes that way, don't let the pressure really get to them.
Definitely, and I do not agree with this positioning by Gilnay Skydiving Crew. They have Priest up in the front line ahead of some of their, you know, warrior and brewmaster monks. I'm not sure if I totally agree with that. And they are getting punished for it. They're getting pushed completely back into their graveyard. We have multiple healers down, actually. Static Quo just staying as far back as humanly possible. Looks like they're actually going to pass the flag up pretty soon. Look at this. Look at the Shaman actually just waiting for the res. Yep, the flag pass going to go up to the Priest. Line of sight coming in. So, yeah, we're going to continue the stack match.
Yep, Static Quo, you know, doesn't necessarily mind if he dies here. He does get that reset back in the GY, but he will drag Ezron away for a little bit. That's kind of just whatever. I think he should really just commit to one or the other. If you're going to die, just die. Rula, on the other hand, he's hanging out. He's fine. They do pass the flag off to EFC, or sorry, Rogue, so Boomkin. Sorry, that is going to get very confusing for us casters, more than the actual players, I feel like.
But while all this this action is going down, I'm noticing Revo on Cowgirl Swag, the Boomkin, making his way up tunnel. I guarantee that he has combo points ready. He's getting aggressive, putting in the displacer in tunnel, getting the speed boost. This is going to be a push by JCM very, very soon. Revo coming up behind him on Cowgirl Swag, that Boomkin just coming in hot. Where is the flag carrier? He's in the back of the graveyard. Oh no, this could definitely be a huge push very soon. And the Rogue's up there too. This could be massive.
Yeah, this is gonna. They don't have their hunters up here, which is the only thing. But both these guys in stealth. How many stacks are we at? 5 stacks. It is relatively early, and JCM's actually starting to get a push back into their own team. So that means their healers are running away from their FC. There is a res. Mage is still hanging up there. They've got the channeled heals onto them. They've got the Shaman chilling there as well. But if they do commit a little bit too hard, they could jump down from GY, and that is when I would say JCM would want to make their move.
Yeah, and one thing to note right here, these healers are stacked up. Ramp Dweller, the Rogue, is playing, you know, a Blood Elf Rogue. He can definitely easily open, and then, because the FC's facing the wall, right? He can easily open on the FC with an ambush, crit that, do the Blood Elf signs on both these healers right now, and then the Boomkin can easily just war stomp them after that. This could easily be a kill if they choose to push right now, I think.
They know. Look at just the stalemate that's gone on here. They know completely. They've backed off. JCM is completely backed off because they knew they were starting to lose mid without their Boomkin. Smart call from GSC, knowing exactly what was going on. They knew the play that was happening, and they just slowly backed up towards their GR. They didn't push in. They didn't get baited, and that is the experience coming up from these teams. That is a beautiful play by both these teams. Great adaptation by GSC.
And here we go. The sap coming in onto the FC, blurs and the Star Surge opener coming in. The Blood Elf Silence 1 coming out. Static Crow sitting at 74%. I think he's going to be totally okay. And Rantel are going to go down. Yeah, I think this should be okay. I honestly think maybe they waited just a little bit too long. I don't blame them necessarily, but I think that push could have been a little bit better. I feel like they didn't get the lucky Chris that they might have been looking for. Nonetheless, a really just valiant effort by the team of Jesus Christ Marie. They are holding their own in mid right now, and I think they're just going to have to reset.
We'll see if they can keep up their hunters with this double priest here, because they're really going to need to keep tabs on Rula. They don't want it to split too far away. They don't have the rogue to get sap control or anything like that. And, this could be the opportunity for GSC to sort of get back in this game. They've taken out the Brewmaster, they've taken out the Hunter and the Warrior, so that's pretty much all the slows gone. They just need to get, conks into Rula, like an aggressive disengage here, just to, put slows onto him, just get him in range of, a kill. We talked about those double priests, the kill potential they have on those FCs. But look at that, Wushu Yang is back up. He will be able to slow down that team, and it looks like we've turned into somewhat of a stalemate here. Both teams realizing that they're at an even footing.
Definitely, and as we talk about the stalemate, though, this rogue is getting really aggressive with this position. One thing though I noticed that obviously it looks like the team at Gilneas is going to be doing this gauntlet run. I do wonder if Hash should have just, or Rampdol as we know him here, should have just already made his way up to roof, because now I think it's going to be almost impossible for him to make his way up there without the help of his entire team, and even then it's not necessarily guaranteed. So I do think that was a little bit of a mistake on his part.
He is going to be able to get that Zerker. I honestly think the right call for Rampdula right here would be go trap. He's the only real this is where the compositions really come into play. One team has a rogue, one team has an extra healer. That means they'll be able to hold the gauntlet a little bit longer, and they don't have to be worried about that rogue getting by. There's not going to be a 2K ambush opener onto their FC at coming up to 12 stacks, 13 stacks very shortly. This is definitely in the favor of GSC here, unless they do force him to drop down, and that is where Ramp Dweller will come in. But can Ramp Dweller get, there's no threat on to the EFC for Rula right now. He's totally fine. Look at that. He's back in his own base with Dr. Tranlaw.
Exactly. Just nothing happening to Rula right now. One shaman with him.
I gotta cut you off. Look, they actually do have Rogue moving up in front of what you were saying Hash should do. Rogue, aka their Boomkin, is on top of roof for the side of GSC. He might be able to make a crazy play. Let's jump back over to JCM and their gauntlet here. They are breaking through.
Oh, he's going to get pulled out, though, on the roof side. No, the Boomkin for GSC is going to get pulled out with a Thrash. I don't think it's going to work. So jumping back to JCM, looks like they are winning this gauntlet. They have made their way up with their full 10. Looks like nobody was originally trapping, so both Hunters up top. Rula obviously jumping. Displacer coming in. Ezra on, oh no, he's getting rooted. He trinkets it, goes back into his healer, so he's not going to chase Rula, so, or Static Quo. So Static Quo is not going to take too much damage right now. It looks like not much pressure is going to happen to him. He does have a Mistweaver with him as well, so I think he should be completely okay for now. The Hunters aren't going to be able to connect. Rampdweller opening on the enemy Shaman for GSC. Rula actually going to get dropped. Wow, and while all this was happening, and when we said it couldn't be done, the Boomkin literally solo returning. I don't even know what to say about this.
Oh man,
I'm shocked.
We don't have picture-in-picture here, so we could have seen what happened. That's going to be the first cap and the only cap of the game. It looks like our stream actually did catch that, so well done our broadcaster. They're able to pick that one up while we were too busy. Look at Rogue. He's just chilling here. He's feeling great about himself. MVP.
Man. MVP for sure, and now he's just going to get the flag pick to pass it off back to Static. There's no one there to stop him because the Rogue is dead on the side of Jesus Christ Marie. Fantastic move. Just I don't even know what happened, but man, I am just applause for this guy. He's just doing a great job. It looks like he's going to let that flag either reset or he's probably just going to pick it back up again and go roof because he's been told, obviously, by his team that mid is not safe right now. Great call by them. That's that experience coming in again. It looks like they're not clashing in mid, though. They're trying to do a full 10-man escort. Look at the team of GSC making their way up the ramp. All the Hunters, the Rogue, everyone just coming up that ramp to make sure that the FC gets across fine. Interesting move.
Yep, 2 minutes here. We'll see what decisions these FCs It is 2-0 for Gilnea skydiving right here. It says on my screen at least. I think that could be a bug. Yeah, but regardless, they've got 2 minutes to potentially tie this one up. Sudowoodo coming across, gonna meet Rula. But just look at all of GSC going into that base.
Definitely, and GSC actually getting punished for it a little bit. EFC, the Priest, just taking that damage. Not sure if he was stacked up in the front line or not, but he's getting punished for it, no doubt. The team of Gilneas, though, holding their own. Again, we are kind of caught in this like little gauntlet, except there's no flag here. But you know, this is going to be an interesting clash here on the side of the Alliance base. JCM got everyone up right now. We have one Shaman taking a ton of damage, one Hunter actually sitting at 29%, one Shaman going down. Will the Hunter go down to follow? No, it looks like he's getting his cooldowns up and aim shot coming out of him. So maybe some return pressure, not sure. The Mage on the GSC side also taking a ton of damage and just going to go down as well. So a little bit of a nice stalemate. But I think Sudowoodo is sitting AFK. In the tunnel. I'm not sure if he's disconnected or if he's moving or what, but so that's happening right now.
He's riptiding. He's looking at his map.
Interesting. That might be part of the new meta. I'm not entirely sure, but Ramp Dweller making his way up the enemy base, trying to get into a space where he can possibly open, being aggressive once again. Cowgirl Swag, though, he's getting opened down in mid, so I don't think he's going to actually possibly, nope, he's going to live. So looks like Cowgirl Swag is going to try to get a restart maybe sometime soon. 30 seconds left, though. I just don't think much is going to happen in this time.
Yeah, we got about 15 seconds before the game is over here, and you know, this is where we start to think about these teams and kind of their history leading up to the Twink Cup here. Flag returned by Rogue again. He does get that cheeky little two for this game. Well done by him. Really is MVP. But I just gotta say, looking at JCM as a team, they haven't really had the hardest time. Like, they haven't really had an uphill battle. They've pretty much been a strong team right away at the start, and I'm not sure if they've suffered many losses. I'm not sure if they've been outplayed or out-mind gamed or anything like that. And I wonder the effect that that might have on a team.